was wrongly convicted, I'd probably want to make sure that I have a clear, concise story that I can present to people. I think a lot of times when it comes to these cases, it's really a matter of convincing the public and winning the public over. So I'd want to be able to have my story be clear, concise, and as bulletproof as possible, and then looking at what the official narrative is and being able to like poke as many holes in that and present those as holes and how those are being falsely presented to people and try to win people over that way, I think would be the best way in order to like get public support on my side. I think has a heavy influence on whether or not they would make their decision.
So you'd want to be a part of something like the Innocence Project, if you could?
I'm not familiar enough with the Innocence Project.
You don't know what the Innocence Project is?
I think, I'm not sure about it.
It's a non-profit that helps people like provide legal fees, make arguments and stuff in a courtroom for people who believe they're wrongly convicted.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
And they've managed to do. They average about four cases a year that they get off of death row. So, but they're specifically doing death row.
Interesting. I'd be curious how their process works, and probably I imagine it'd be a lot of convincing them as well that I'm falsely accused and making sure that they understand my point. So making sure I can be able to present that to them, and then I imagine they have a lot of resources to help kind of sway public opinion. But I'd also want people to like understand why perhaps I'm being showed like why this happened to me, and be able to like present like how this happened and be able to convince people like why they chose try to find that chain of logic of like how they got to me and like present where all their issues are, especially because I imagine they have to figure out one reason why I was the person. More than likely there's probably something that's like based off of like assumptions and trying
or
to
like prior scientific knowledge or something.
Exactly right. Like if it's someone I'm closely related to, a lot of times I know most murderers are like people that so be able to like present like why I wouldn't have murdered this person, or assuming it's murder or whatever it might be. But I think that's the most common times people are typically executed. So I want to make sure I can prove as much as I can and like try to have get people and like get as much help as possible, and to present like why what's happening to me is wrong.
All right, state who you are to the camera.
My name is Blue Buchanan. Anything else you need?
Just say you're my coworker.
Oh, I'm Hannah's coworker.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Blue.